Battle of Kohima laga 80th anniversary commemorate korigina aji April 14 Kohima War Cemetery di ekta program noshe. Martyrs kan gi yat korigina Ridley Cruiser aro tagan gi tribute diabi tiki paise. Itu laga event nimide Charlotte Carty brata laga grandfather Lieutenant Colonel William Felix Brown gi yat korigina Melbourne port pra ahigina Northeast India de 39 kanta majodi 77 miles walk korise. Walk to April 1st in Manipur laga chasami bra shuru korigina April 13 Kohima War Cemetery de punchise. Aro aji Battle of Kohima laga larai de Muria manokan gi yat korigina 80th anniversary do manaise. Detail sawo.
There's a story from the withdrawal, which we've just been recreating with the walk, where some of the soldiers weren't able to make it back to Kohima. They were too ill, or they got caught, or they had to find different routes and ended up in Dimapur themselves. But some were saved by the Nagas, and there's a lovely recollection from one Assam regiment gentleman who said he was tired and he was ill, and he woke up in a bed in a Naga house, and on the pillow was written "Home Sweet Home." And so all these little stories remind you how personal these were not ordinary men, and yet they were just like you and I, undertaking extreme hardship. Incredible. My grandfather, he survived the Battle of Kohima, but unfortunately he was killed later in the war, and so he never came home. So my mother at a young age was left without her father, so it impacted her life significantly. My mother was incredibly proud of her father, and she passed that on to me, my brother and my sister, and we remember him and his men all the time, but particularly around the commemorations of the Kohima battle, and in England the November the 11th commemorations. I have been trying to make sure that the next generation have the similar ability, have the knowledge and understanding, so that they can give proper remembrance and give proper thanks for all that happened here. And so my three children came here to the walk and to see the battleground and see the commemorations and hear more themselves from people involved, the descendants of those involved, more about the battle and what happened here. I think it's an extraordinary story on many levels. It is a battle in the Far East. From this point on, the Japanese Imperial Army did not win another battle on land. It was the first time the Japanese had been defeated. It proved that they could be defeated. I think helped morale within the armies that were battling for the Allies. But also, just on a personal level, it was such a ferocious battle. It's important to remember how these men who were fighting here, how could they have done it? When you read the stories, it seems incredible to us today that people had to live like this. And hopefully we learn the lessons from the past, and we don't end up doing the same things, repeating history in a bad way. We need to make sure that in the future we learn those lessons and go forward more positively.